This is interesting. Almost a third of Americans, over 100 million people, would rather clean a toilet than interact with customer service. And a quarter of Americans would rather change a dirty diaper than interact with customer service. In fact, a new study shows that customer service expectations are changing, and companies must keep up or risk becoming irrelevant. Joining us this morning to tell us more about the changing tides of customer service is millennial expert Jason Dorsey and Aspect Software CEO Stuart Bloom. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us. It's very non-millennial of you to have me up so early.
I know, right? Right? You lazy people. So tell me about customer service and how you guys are seeing that, number one, it seems nobody wants to work in customer service. And number two, it is a crucial part of business these days.
Absolutely. It's the state of the state seems to have been reduced to that it's impersonal for the consumer. It's an inflexible experience, and it's downright frustrating. Other than that, it's going very, very well. The surveys show that over 3/4 of the people we surveyed would just say, if you just let me do it myself, give me more control, an element of self-service in the way I want to interact with you, I'd be a lot happier.
Yeah, and what we saw when we dug into the data at our centers, 56% of millennials have left a company where they were already a customer to go somewhere else because of bad customer service. That's billions of dollars walking out of businesses, large and small, in a single year because it's bad. And I mean, what we see is, over 70% of millennials said they wanted multiple options to be able to engage with customer service. And the worst thing is companies are saying, call us. Like, we don't want to talk to you. We don't talk to our mom. Why are you making me call you? Or to stand up in a line. Well, we don't want to stand in a line. And so the companies who adapt to how millennials and other generations increasingly want to connect with customer service, not only have a huge advantage long term, but they're going to keep their customers today. And we think it's a crisis, and unless people adapt, they're really going to become irrelevant in a very short period of time.
Well, and what does social media have? I'd imagine it's going to come into a huge part of customer service, too.
That's right on.
There's tremendous pressure from the millennials to drive the companies to work with them over social media. And not just social media exclusively, but they want to be able to interact anytime, any way, when they want, how they want, fit it into my life, make it relevant to me. So it's social, it's SMS text, it's apps over the web and on your smartphone. And at times it's voice. Voice is still a great way for humans to communicate, just not always. And don't put me on hold for 10 minutes, and don't make me put in my account number 17 times and then ask it again,
Yeah. I was on hold with a retailer who shall remain nameless because they lost my package. I'm sitting there on hold. It's so frustrating. I've got them on speaker. They've got this awful music. So I go on Twitter and I'm like, total fail, and I put their name and I said how they lost my package. They responded instantly and said, OMG, we'll fix it for you. Can you direct message me? We'll get it solved. They solved it over Twitter before I could even get a real person on the phone. And so that's an example of what's possible and what we expect. The problem is most companies won't do that. They think great customer service is looking you in the eyes, shaking your hand, and we're like, don't touch me, right? Just solve it.
And the power of that is companies make mistakes, but people look on social media, they'll see somebody griping about being disappointed, but if they see that 11 minutes later, the company came back and apologized and remedied it, they say, you know what, that's a company I want to do business with. They're responsive.
Yeah,
so as we wrap here, what's the take-home?
As
we wrap here, what's the take-home? What do you want people to understand and business owners to understand?
The take-home is customer service is the new marketing. There's a tremendous opportunity. All the pressure that businesses are under with compliance and rising cost of operations. The cost of customer acquisition is going up. You got to focus on maximizing lifetime value of that relationship with that customer. Give it to them their way. Think about being flexible, thinking about how you can get one view of that customer relationship.
Yeah, and my takeaway is stop calling. Send me a text. You don't even need to use vowels.
Customer's always right, and these days they're always right over social media, too. Guys, thank you so much. Is there a website you want to send us to?
Absolutely. If you go to aspect.com, there'll be a link right at the top where you can get all the research from the Consumer Experience Index. It's all there, plus how-to that business owners and managers can use right away to start to improve their experience.
All right, Jason, go back to bed. Thank you guys so much. We, of course, will put all that info on our website, fox4morningblend.com.